There's a hummingbird at the Oriole feeder, and then a second one came in. I have the video running. I think there's at least one black-chinned hummingbird female there. I'm not sure what's going on here, what the second hummingbird is. Oops. And Hooded Oriole juvenile is up there in the tree. Okay, there go the hummingbirds. Here comes an Allen's hummingbird. He got chased away by another Allen's hummingbird. Now the question is that Hooded Oriole juvenile going to come down now while the coast is clear? Here he comes. Where did he go? I heard him. Oh, he's on the Cape honeysuckle stem. I'm here in the house. I should be far enough away and out of sight for him to come in. Now he's up on the pole. He should come down to the feeder now. Here he goes. He should be in frame. Oops, he got spooked by something. He got spooked again. I wasn't even talking. Oh, here it comes. Well, the Hooded Oriole juvenile did not like landing on the feeder, so he stayed on the pole and fed. And here comes the adult. As I said earlier, the adult usually follows. Oh, actually, I said the reverse. I said the adult follows the female. In this case, the adult let the juvenile feed first. Now he's coming in for a nice little drink. He has no problem perching on that feeder. So we'll let this thing run until he flies off. It's been 4 minutes and 47 seconds. Long visit. Now here comes the juvenile back. I don't think there are two of them. There could be. Now he's up there on the pole. See what he decides to do. If he lands and starts feeding, it'll mean there's maybe 2 of them. No, he's just as skittish as he was before. He just saw Papa drinking and he decided, I want some more. And he's over on the pole over there. Now he's coming back. We'll have to keep this thing going until we figure out what the heck he's thinking. Let's see. He's on the pole. Here come a bunch of bush tits going from left to right through the frame. You can hear them peeping. There they go. Bush tits. And there goes the juvenile again. Back to the other pole. He's sitting up there, and now he's coming back. This is bird photography. You wait, you wait, you wait, you watch. I still have that video running on my camera. At least I hope it's still running. And until this juvenile decides what he's going to do, I got to tough it out and observe. This is part of being an amateur naturalist. Now some hummingbirds have decided to pay a visit to the Mexican sage, the Cape honeysuckle, and of course the oriole feeder. There go the bush tits. They're going back in the other direction from right to left. The bush tits have decided to come over to my bird bath and have a bath. So looks like the juvenile has disappeared, so I'm going to take you through the house here and we're going to look at the bush tits. And I'll just have to let the camera outside run and edit it later because I want you to see these bush tits at the feeder. And I'm going to zoom in a little bit further. There we go. And now we're talking about bush tits at the bird bath. What did I say, feeder? The bird bath. They love to bathe as a pack and drink. And there's some of them up in the tree, and they come down. I'll pan up here to the tree, you can see. They sit around in the tree, and then some of them decide they're going to come down, the other ones leave. And then when they're done with all this, they just take off. It's quite a productive little piece of footage we have here, going from the orioles and the hummingbirds and now over to the bush tits. Inside the house, of course, it's a blind, so they don't see me. They're happily dancing away. And occasionally they disappear and then they come back. It's uncanny. I don't know whether it's the same ones or different ones, but they decide they're going to take off and then they just go right back down as a pack, do their thing, and then take off again. Maybe they need to dry off a little bit, then get wet again. I'm not sure what it's all about. Should be a few more, maybe another minute, and they should be done with their bath, and then they're on their way. They're very, very busy, these bush tits. They don't stick around any one place too long. The only thing from in here you don't hear is the sound of the wings flapping. You can just have to imagine that. I hope they finish their bath soon because my arm's getting tired. Not to mention, this has been a long afternoon of bird photography. But duty calls when something happens. It's nice to record it because you don't know if you'll get another chance. There we go. There are sometimes a couple of stragglers. Still want to get something done, but I think the rest of the pack has started to move on. There may be a few here, but the whole pack I don't think is going to come back down again. This is about it. These guys are going to sneak in a little bath real quick. And they know that the other ones have, at least some of them have moved on. Let's see what happens here. I hope I'm right. A couple of other guys have shown up, but not as many as before. I think the majority of the pack has already moved. These are just a few stragglers. This may be the last one right here. Take a quick little bath and then he's off. A couple more up in the tree. Oops, I'm gonna straighten my legs up here. Pardon the movement of the camera. Come on, you bush tits. Finish up. If this gets too long, I can always edit it down. But as an amateur naturalist, I think it's always good to watch an event play itself out. Even if you don't show the whole thing to everybody, you know what happened, it's recorded in your mind, and if you need to write about it or discuss it later, you have the experience. As they say, the field work is invaluable. Well, the bush tits stuck around longer than normal. Maybe their pack is getting bigger. Here come a couple more stragglers. As you can see, there aren't a lot anymore, so a few of them have, many of them have moved on. And usually that means the whole pack goes. So I don't know what's going on here with these stragglers. Maybe the rest in the pack are waiting in the nearby shrubbery for these guys to finish up, and then they all get together and take off. Of course, they're peeping all the time, so they know where each other is. And a few more bush tits. A couple up in the tree there still. That was one long bush tit situation here, I'll tell you that. There, this should be it. One last straggler up in the tree, a couple of them there, they should be taken off to the left. Oh, somebody else is coming in. Let's see if he comes down. I don't think so. I think they're done. Come back to the bird bath. Nothing there. See, the bush tits, they just, they work as a pack. They bathe as a pack. They fly as a pack. They feed as a pack. There's nothing you can do. Stop them, and when they're gone, they're gone.